Hey. All right, so here we are. We're now in Judges 6. So this is one of my most, I feel like I quote this all the time. This is the story of Gideon. Again, I hope you've already read the chapter. Now we're just kind of talking about it. So again, we've spoken about this several times, but the major aspect of this chapter that always just comes up to me is that having accursed things curses you. So the idea of having things that the Most High considers as contraband, things you should not have, actually brings a curse to you. We've talked about it several times. We also talked about it recently in our video, Your Weave is Killing You. And we were talking about the mere fact, especially when you're wearing these weaves that are made out of human hair, typically that hair is being sacrificed on an altar, oftentimes somewhere in Asia. So anyways, you're putting it on your head, and imagine you're wearing an accursed thing actually like on your head. So anyways, that's just an example of an accursed thing. You're having something that you shouldn't have, and by the fact that you have it, it now turns you accursed, your home's accursed, etc., etc. I think that the thing that stood out to me, again, and I'm only kind of trying to bring out different things, because again, I've talked about it a lot. We've talked about it on the channel a lot. Is I'm curious as to why Gideon is acting clueless, as to why Israel's being punished. And there was a part of me that was just saying, well, does he genuinely not know? Like, does he genuinely not know that, his daddy had an altar of Baal in his house? Like, did he not know? Hold on, let me see. Because it says, now when the angel tells him, give me a second. Built an altar. He said, wait till I come back to Gideon, prepare to go. Oh, no, hold on. When he comes, he rose when he feared his father's household. Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm still here, guys. Gideon said, why is it happening? He said, indeed, my father's kindness. Surely. All right. Okay. I'm looking and I see it. Sorry. But I don't see it. I'm trying to look at a place where, like, did he go in some sort of hole, some sort of cave in the house to find it? And I'm just not seeing that. I'm just not seeing that this altar was in a place where he didn't know. So I'm gonna go and say that Gideon knew. I'm just gonna go out there and say he knew. I'm not sure if this was a surprise. But you can comment down below if you think that he didn't know. Maybe I'm misreading something. But I say all of this to say that I just don't understand why we act shocked. So now I'm just kind of gonna put it in today's term. Like, why do we act shocked? We mustn't act shocked. When the consequences of things happen, knowing that we're involved in some mess. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, you went to go see the OBMN. You went to go to the tarot card. Y'all doing a lot. The things that you're doing, the things that only the things that you think you're doing in secret. You know what you're doing. So why are we shocked when the consequences are coming? And then it's almost like we involve ourselves with things, and then we're shocked that the consequence is happening, and then we're not ascribing, like, we don't have our spiritual eyes on, so we're not ascribing this as something spiritual. We're just here like clueless. Like, I don't know, how could this happen? It's actually quite fascinating. So anyways, I don't want to ramble too much, but I just really, that really struck me. I'm like, does Gideon, do you really not know? Like, do you really not know why the situation is the situation? Do you really not know? Because previous to this, and again, I say this because I feel like I just said this in my other thing, but it's like Israel obeys, then they disobey. They obey and disobey. It's like watching a tennis match. You go from one and you watch. You watch. Your head is just turning here. And I'm just wondering, why can't we just stay here? Just stay here. Just stay in a place where we're choosing to serve the Most High and honor Him and worship Him and have clean hands. Just stay here. So this is what I'm going to charge you, man of the Most High, woman of the Most High. Just stay where you're supposed to be. Stay in your lane. There's no reason for you to veer off, to go to the rest stop, nobody asked you to do that. Stay where you are supposed to be. Because that is where the protection is. That is where the communing is, It's almost like the whole idea of the secret place of the Most High and hiding under His shadow. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are under you are right. You are so close to for a shadow to be there, you have to be quite close. You can't be beneath someone's shadow if you're across the street. You have to be close. We just need to learn how to stay close and stop all this other shenanigans. Like, we are so distracted by so much mess, and we have to reel ourselves back in and recognize that at the end of the day, all of that stuff is going to lead you to death and shenanigans and heartache and just a whole bunch of messed up stuff. The enemy is going to constantly sell it up. The enemy is like a great salesman. He's going to sell it up. Oh, you're going to have this car forever. Oh, you're going to never need an oil change. You can just ride it. Matter of fact, you can drive it 50 miles without any gas. It's going to be fine. He's going to sell it up to you. Just don't be a fool. Don't be a fool, and don't fall for the lies of the enemy, because whatever the enemy is saying is just not true. Whatever you went to the witch doctor, y'all be doing the most. Whoever y'all be going to for your spiritual knowledge, it's not true. Unless that knowledge is coming from the Most High, it's not true. It's not true. And I kid you not, if you really apply yourself, again, I'm talking about the Old Testament because my eyes have been open to just a lot of stuff just hovering in the Old Testament. It is full of all of the spiritual enigmas and sprinkled dust, and all the things are in here. You don't need to be going nowhere else. It's all here. It's all here, and the Most High will find a way to talk to you. Okay? We do not need to be going off to do other weird things. We just need to stay in the book. Preferably the Old Testament, because we need to stay there and understand and be able to understand, hear Him, hear the Most High, hear His patterns and how He is, so that we can't be cheated by these false gods that are all over the place. So anyways, just to wrap it up, Judges 6 is about Gideon. I like Gideon. I like the story that it shares. Again, it's about having accursed things. Please don't have accursed things. Accursed things curses you. That is just what I got from it. And let's also not act clueless when the consequences come to having said accursed things. I mean, you got to love the Most High. He's very clear cut. Accursed things equals bad. Having them equals bad. Don't have them. Don't mess around with accursed things. Don't mess around with the occult. I mean, this is just easy peasy chicken squeezy math. Let's not complicate it. And with that being said, we'll see you in chapter 7.